Hey guys, Cole here. Welcome back to a video. Happy 1st of May. All right. It's a little bit weird. We don't have a lot of information about the game at the moment, but it seems to be the May week in Teleria. It's the May week everywhere, I guess, but they are planning to do some interesting events on Ice Golem and Fire Knight, and the Ice Golem one has just started, and I wanted to show you guys what that means in game and the rewards. At least for a more end game account, you get the top tier rewards compared to newer accounts. If you just started playing the game, you would get lower rewards than these. And I've noticed it on my referral account, which I've been playing on the side trying to get it to level 50, is that it has a 4-star glyph there on the top. So right out the gate, it seems very blue, right? Ice Golem is going to be blue. I'm guessing Fire Knight will be red, and then maybe Spider will be green, and Dragon will be void, and they'll offer different glyphs there as the top reward. Is this worth it, guys, for you to farm 3,000 points in Ice Golem? That's about 3,500 energy, by the way. Takes 5 days or so to get all that energy through just the daily activities, and Ice Golem is the least rewarded dungeon of them all. Should you do it for a 6-star glyph, then it's all up to you on how much you consider a glyph in terms of the rewards. But boom, let's open up the offer calculator and try and see if this is worth it. So it's one glyph, which we don't even have the glyphs here on the calculator, because the last time they offered any kind of glyph for our consideration was, I think, May of 2020. So about 3 years ago is when we had a glyph available, and this pack was the one offered. So 3 5-star ones, a little bit of energy and silver for $20. By the way, I know many accounts out there which would insta buy these right now if these popped up. But overall, the value of this seemed very, very low for $20, just for me personally. But the whales would buy it just because of how difficult it is to get the glyphs. Especially if these were 6-star, it would be insane. So what is the price of a 6-star glyph? I would say a 6-star glyph, I would value it maybe $2, right? Since you can get 4 a day for free through, hopefully for free, through doing your faction wars. I don't know. I would put it at a value of maybe like $2, right? So what is $2 in this game? I think maybe a 5-star chicken, 360. Yeah, I'll consider it the same as a 5-star chicken. So 360, and then we got 1 ancient shard. Then we got 20 brews, which again, those are 0 for most accounts out there. 5 big potions, and then 5 medium potions. Amazing. No, 10 medium potions, and then one rare skill book, which is absolutely joke. Absolutely joke. So this has a value of $6.87. Like this whole tournament has a value of $6.87. If this was 5 glyphs, it would be an amazing rule. Maybe 3 glyphs would be more reasonable. These are accuracy glyphs, by the way, so those are still very good, but speed glyphs are the most sought after, and then I would say accuracy and resistance are really sought after. Then we go HP percent and defense percent, which you don't really care about on building on your champions unless you're really trying to make them beefy. What you really care about is boosting those accuracy and resistance values and speed values the most. Global leaderboards, right now we have just, you know, legendary skill book, which nobody actually cares about. Me personally, I'm not gonna go for this because I don't see the value of doing Ice Golem and spending all that energy in there. Even if they do the Fire Knight and that has a similar reward, again, I don't see the value of that. Artifact enhancement might also have a glyph there. We'll just have to wait and see, but that's 21 hours from now. So in terms of May events so far, underwhelming. I wonder if we're gonna get like an announcement by a player, which actually just did. Wow, talk about an announcement. And we do have an insane 10x coming. Oh my god, as I'm recording this video, we have an insane 10x coming on Tuesday and Wednesday for the whales out there. So might as well just continue with this, guys. for you. Yeah, the funny thing is that they mentioned, oh, we have a small announcement for you. All right, let's get started with the 10x. Is the 10x for the best void champions in the game right now, the most used void champions in the game right now? Say it with me. Taras, Marishka. Tuesday, Wednesday. That's it, the 10x. You can close the video now if you want to, but let me go a little bit over these two insane champions and explain to you guys why these two are so strong. Taras, insane champion on his own, doesn't need Marishka to be that crazy, but let's say you just get him, not Marishka. Look at this passive. All incoming damage from skills is reduced by 50%. When attacked, this champion's max HP will be decreased by 25% of the attacker's initial damage before damage reduction. It's okay, but this is an insane skill set in reducing incoming damage. He's an HP based nuker, by the way, with, look at that, 22.3k defense, and then he's got this passive, Fierce Butler. Passive effect: when attacked, decreases the enemy's attack by 10%. Occurs once per skill. Attack reduction resets after each round. So in an arena situation, he'll completely reduce your attack by 50% after the 5 attacks, which is insane. Insane to basically half your damage from here and then half your damage in here as well. It cripples attack-based nukers, which is why Harima is so much better. And then places a fear debuff on all enemies from orcs, orcian tribes, undead hordes, and demon factions. At the beginning of each round, this debuff cannot be resisted. This is, of course, mitigated if you go polymorph in your own team, so the enemy Taras will have a chance to actually be feared because of this passive, but it's a small chance, and Taras takes the gamble, right? I would take the gamble if I had Taras. And then we have constant pressure. Look at this A3. Attacks all enemies, damage increased by 15% for each buff on allies. So it ramps up the more buffs you have, and it's a buff meta at the moment because of polymorph. Then increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn, makes it even stronger. Heals this champion by 5% of every buff that had its duration increased. Restores decreased max HP equal to the amount of any surplus heal. So he fully heals, and then he any enemy max HP that got reduced from enemies, he'll actually restore it, which is crazy. Such a strong champion, very hard damage dealing. And then we've got A2, attacks one enemy, places a stun debuff for 2 turns, deals double damage to enemies whose attack is equal to or higher than this champion's attack. Of course, this is changed a little bit because of his passive, so he'll be reducing their attack and potentially reduce it so much. But since he's got 700 attack, I doubt you'll ever reduce it to under 700. So you'll be on the safer side, and you'll be doing double damage. And whenever an enemy attacks Marishka, attack that enemy using this skill. So it's insane. You attack Marishka, and he just slaps you with the A2 over and over. And then A1, double hitting, can apply a decreased attack, and each critical hit fills the terminators of all allies by 5%, just boosting your own terminator for your team, and which is why some torments are now used to counter what this Taras does, which is the terminator fill and actually try and freeze the enemy team, and with the risk of getting polymorphed, of course. Insane skill set. No idea why they made him so strong. I'm guessing because these are like the Ukrainian champions in the game, so they made them the strongest ones. And yeah, they want to sell more of these. That's why we're gonna have this 10x. And then Marishka, gonna go over here. Such a strong passive. Look at this. Revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 75% terminator whenever this champion is killed. 3-turn cooldown, but this does not apply to this part of the passive. I thought it applied to this one. It applies to the active effect, which is placing a block damage buff when a bomb, poison, or HP burn debuffs are applied on Marishka, which this doesn't usually happen in PvP. Not anymore, really. This is what usually happens, is this passive just going over and over and over again, being very annoying. Her A1 attacks one enemy. One random ally will team up and join the attack. If Taras is in the same team, they will always be the one joining the attack. So if you've got both of them, it's an insane couple to take advantage of and just kill the enemies over and over and over again. A2 fully restores any allies decreased max HP, then heals them by 40% of this champion's health. Places a shield buff and a protected strengthen The value of the shield buff is equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. 3-turn cooldown, insane heals, restoring max HP, strengthen, that is protected, so 25% damage mitigation here makes you insanely tanky. And if you're running Marishka, Taraz, Harima, you make it so difficult for the enemy to do any real damage to you. And then removes all debuffs from all allies, fills the turn meter, and then fills it by an additional 5% for each debuff removed. Increases the resistance of all allies by 5 for each debuff removed. Grants an extra turn if 5 or more debuffs were removed. So it's insane on how this A3 works in just also boosting the resistance of your own team. It's an amazing champion, which together with Taraz makes it the top couple for voids, and they want to have the voids be the strongest one because void shards are the most expensive at the moment within the game, and they're gonna have this starting tomorrow. So once the Path of Spring ends, you won't have the chance anymore pretty much to actually get this. Let's say if you're still trying to get this, let's say you buy voids. I'm thinking for myself really right now. If I bought voids, would I have the chance to get the Eternal Soulstone? I doubt it, because it would be this would end, and then the 10x on Taraz would start. So it would be after the start. Insane 10x, and I'm guessing they want money in the month of May. That's why the May events are starting. This is part of the May events, I guess. Oh my god, Plarium. But with my luck, I'll get nothing. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. What do you think so far? What do you think of the 10x's? What do you think of the Ice Golem tournament? Leave it down below in the comments. Thank you all. We'll see you in the next one. See ya.